Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the Let's Build a Diner. Now, on the last episode we accomplished all of that, and today we're going to put in all the chairs and maybe start the kitchen and the bench and the road, or the road, and setting up that way. But anyway, let's get into it. I hope everyone is doing awesome as usual. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our music jukebox. Okay, so let's jump straight into that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to use some dark oak. We're going to use some clear glass. We're also going to use some white glass. And I think we're going to use some white glass panes as well. So pop them in there. And we're going to grab a couple of signs. Also going to get, is it a ender table? Yeah, I think that's the one. Is that the one? Yep, that's the one, ender table. And we're going to get a sign, an item frame. We're going to get a record. And I think that's all we need. Oh, we might need to get some stone slabs as well. Okay, so what we want to do right here is pop down that. Beautiful. Now we can get rid of that, we can go and get our radio player. Is it a radio player? Yeah, here we go, jukebox. And we stick the jukebox right there like that. Alright, we're going to come out by 2. Come up by 1, just like that, and white glass. Actually, I don't like the look of that. I'm going to stick the clear glass right here, and the glass panes like that. Yeah, we don't need that glass block. Slabs all on the top. Dun, 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 dun. It's all complete. How beautiful does that look? Alright, so we chuck in a sign. We're going to type in jukebox, just like that. And we're just going to run signs all around the front. And we're going to put 2 along the side and the side as well. That's a jukebox, guys. All done. Bah. You hear that? Right, so now that we've got that done, excuse me, we're going to clear our inventory, grab some new blocks. We're going to grab some red wool. We are going to also grab some quartz slabs. We're also going to grab some pistons, block of redstone, and some black carpet. Oh yes, black carpet. Right. Red wool. Okay, I'll just fill that in. Red wool by 4. Okay. Leave a space. Leave another space. Leave another space. And on the 4th one, put a red wool. In here, we're just going to lay these down flat. We're just going to place our little seats. Put our little headrests on the top. And here, what we're going to do is dig out all these 4, and then dig down again, chuck in our redstone blocks, and throw in our pistons with our tablecloth, or little table thing there. Easy. Then we're going to do is come right next to it, put another 4, leave a space, leave another space, leave another space, and then drop another 4. And we're going to keep repeating that all the way down to, I think I marked it off last time, guys, right down to here. So here will be the last red wool, and this will be the beginnings of the next wool. So we've got a bit of a template happening there. So we just lay these down. Dig out all this. So, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all excited about this diner as much as I am. I think I mentioned in the last video, I love the 50s. Just everything about it. It had meaning, it had purpose, the music was awesome. The women back in those days, well, they were classy. Very pretty, all natural. Couldn't falter anything. The cars, the music, the clothes. Just perfect. And just the way of life as well. From all the stories that I've heard, and all the stuff that I've read, the stories. Back in the 50s is where it all happened. It was the milestone of rock and roll music. And to this day, a lot of the greats are still alive, just very old. Okay, so we've got our little diner tables happening, guys. And it looks absolutely freaking awesome. Look at that. Loving it. Yeah, so what we'll do, guys, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat today. We are going to try and get as much done as possible because I want to try and get this Let's Build complete because the Let's Build stuff that I've got for you guys coming up, you guys are going to freaking love it. Very, very original stuff, guys. Very, very, very original. And you guys deserve it. Okay, so we'll just do the last one here, the seats. And we'll put the seats here. So that's perfect. Like that, knock that out, so you can have plenty of walkway. Beautiful. And the last one to dig down is that and these as well. Oh, put a carpet in, knock that one out, and jump over here, put the carpet on here as well. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Now there's another thing you can do, right? Because like I've got mine completely set on daytime, but it's going to get nighttime in some worlds, okay? So if you grab some glowstone, alright, and then you take up these seats, and you take out this bottom row, and you place in the glowstone, like that, and place the seats on the top, the light's going to reflect underneath, and it's going to like light up the little booths. So if you're there with your girlfriend or you're there with your boyfriend and you know, you bring them out to grab a burger and fries like they did in the 50s and then have a dance afterwards on the dance floor that's provided. Oh, what am I doing? This is what they used to do. They used to have little lights like in a cinema, like in a movie cinema. I'll do all the rest off camera, guys, but we'll get the rest of this done. So we come over here, and I think I pegged it up from last time. Yeah, I did. 4, leave space, table, leave space, right here. And here as well. So I'll just quickly peg all this out, so we know where we are. 1, chair, table, chair, back. Like that. Okay, so now we just dig out here and through here. So I'm not sure if many people are building this. It's definitely, I know there's one person that I know is building it for definite, which is iStark. I used to play with him on build server. He's asked me if he can build this on his new server that he's got going. I'm like, yeah man, build it up. I think he's going to make a few adjustments to make it fit his world a bit more. I think he's building an old world. So, hello iStark if you're watching. So we're just going to chuck in the seats here. As I said, I'm going to put the glowstone in afterwards. Just quickly do this now. I've got the seats down here as well. And in here. And like that. Alright, so we're going to have one side done. Okay, so there is the second part. Now, as you see, you got plenty of room, as they used to get up and, you know, Fonzie, like, smacks that, and then get up and dance and boogie woogie, whatever it is. So, I'm going to do that as well down here. I might do it off camera, but if you want to follow what I'm doing, start down the end. It's a lot easier if you start down here. I've already pegged this out from the last episode, so it's going to be a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th one, just place 4 wool, leave a space, then you have a table, chairs, red wool again, chairs, table, chairs, red wool, and double back again, chair, table, seat, red wool. Just like that. Alright. So that will give you a double right here. Just like that. Seat, table, seat, red wool. Just like that. This side here, we don't have anything. As I said, like, there's going to be a band, like a drum kit up there, a piano, a microphone, a couple of pinball machines up there. So now we've got that. I guess we'll just pop in these just for you to see what it's going to look like. And that one right there like that. So there's a big line of chairs and tables down the end. Just chuck the seats in here, like so. So what is everyone building in Minecraft? Place your comments down below, because I'd really like to know what you guys build in your downtime. If you just like do tutorials like this, and or do you build your own sort of stuff and, you know, plan out things as well. I'm very interested in what you guys do, because as everyone knows, what, you know, people like, you know, Smithers Boss builds, Daka, Jag, we all pretty much just record and build stuff for tutorials, and we do a bit of free time, downtime to, you know, play other things. Like I got given a whole heap of games the other day that are still in the wrappers, and I just started playing them, so I might do a couple of gameplays on them. I got Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Origins, I got Assassin's Creed 2, and, you know, a few others as well. I know they're pretty old games, but I've never actually played them, to be honest. And that's pretty bad, you know, because I see myself as a gamer and that, but I've never got around to playing them. I've got a couple of them on my Xbox and PS3, but never got around to actually playing them. Right, so we've got all the tables and chairs in, guys. That's what it's going to look like. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, I think what I'm going to do is come over here and grab my red wool. And I'm going to place one red wool here. And okay, leave a space. So this is a 3-space gap between this side. Okay. And place one wool, leave a gap, because in this gap, what we're going to do is we're going to place a trap door right here, because that's where they're going to come in and do all their serving and stuff. So we close that off, and we're going to come out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You know what? I'm going to come out with 6. Yeah, 6. I'm going to run all this down here. And I remember pegging this out now because it was 1 block behind the door. So I'll put this through here. And I'll count them out for you. So there's our massive, and it should be centered with this doorway as soon as you come in. So you come in the door and, well, a bit skew-iff, but you get the point. So it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 away from the wall with a 3 space. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay? And that's going to be leading into the kitchen that we're going to do. So whilst we're here as well, I think what we might do is grab some stools and we're going to knock out the black ones. Like this. Because when we put in the black stools, they're going to have the tables. We're going to make them look like the tables there. So, punch in these holes. Like that. And we just pop in some redstone. Like that. And then once again, we're just going to pop in our stools. So this is pretty much the same design as what I did in my Big Brother house, guys. If you guys remember it, I've got like a 50s sort of diner kitchen in the Big Brother house. Just like that. And in front of their seats, I'm just grabbing a pressure plate and place them along, just like that. So it doesn't take away from the check. If you look up, it's still the same. And it's all symmetrical either side. With saying that, I think what we should do is make this a bit smaller. That's my opinion. I'm just thinking, coming out that extra 1, there's no real gap for the actual legs to sit. So I'm going to knock it out, so I do apologise for this, guys. I'm just going to knock this out and just bring it back by 1. There we go, so you can actually sit on there now and lean over. So yeah, so I'm going to just pop these in again. Oh, there and there. Okay. Still the same. Still got the checkers. Wouldn't know that there's seats there until you come across the side like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to chop out, there's a 3-block wall here, so I'm going to chop out all this all the way to, so 1, 2, 3 to the 4th one. Chop all that out. And I'm going to convert this. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Like that. Alright. Now I'm going to go and get a block of stone. And I'll place one here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 by 2, is it? There we go. 2 either end. No. 3 either side. Down there. 3 blocks by 3 blocks. And what we might do is just bring this back up as well. That'll be the doorway, and I'm going to bring this back up. Okay, so there's the bench here where they get the servers and the coffee and stuff like that. So behind here as well, I'm also going to take out this and chuck in stone, because that can be like our counter. Yeah, order up. so. And because what I'm going to do, you know when you go into a diner and you say, oh, look, can I have a burger, fries, and a Pepsi or something like that, and they write it on the little slip and they hang it on this little spindle. Well, what I'm going to do for that is a brew stand. Okay, so what you do is you hang that upside down and just like order up, and they put it on the brew stand and it spins around. That's what I'll be doing right in the center, which will be on this block right here. I'll take that out, just like that. So it'll be like a brew stand, order up, spindle, beautiful. And then the dude at the back will say, yep, okay, we need a burger, we need the fries, and we need a medium Pepsi. Beautiful. Just like that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to filter out the actual kitchen now. Alright, we're going to mark it out. So I'm thinking along this line right here, okay, this one here, is we're going to come out and we're going to make enough room to actually cover the kitchen and storage. So I might do, as you see, I'm not counting, I'm just like marking out for the second. I think that'll be a decent size for a kitchen. So that'll be like down along here as well. And that'll be like a back door right there going out the back, as they used to do in the old days with the hairnets on and stuff like that. Go out for a cigarette. Yeah, I think that's going to be a decent sized kitchen, plenty of movability. So we'll put some stuff here and something there, so it's like a 3 space gap for the kitchen. Nice and long, so we can put some cupboard spacing down there. Some fat fries here for the chips and the fries. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, guys. Beautiful. So we're just going to close this off, and the length on this, sorry guys, I'm getting ahead of myself here, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so yep, halfway would be 12. So I know it's an even number, but we're just going to do it anyway. So we're just going to close this off for the time being, guys. Run that up, and here, just close that off. Just like that, so it's all neat and tidy. Plus we'll have some like windows and stuff in here as well. Now what I'm going to do off camera, guys, is the flooring in here is going to be completely opposite from out there, obviously because it's a kitchen. And I was thinking, I love the pattern that I did with the bathroom, but it looks too clean. So I'm going to go ordinary and go with the standard chisel quartz blocks. It gives it like a sort of like a brick finish, just like that in the kitchen. So we'll do that as well. I think it just separates everything and breaks up the rooms from the competitive flooring. So I'm going to do that. So what's the code for this? 155.1. So 155.1. I'm going to just world edit this really quickly. Set 155.1. That just saved a lot of time, guys. So now we have our nice flooring that's actually blinding my eyes right now from the sun. And yeah, it leads in right here. Now what we can do as well, if you don't want a single door, is we chop out that, okay, and we'll just put in a white block there. What we can do is we use either fences, you know how they swing in like that, or we could use the trapdoors. Either way, it doesn't really faze me. Let us know in the comment section down below, guys, the kitchen doorway, trapdoors or fence up to you. I'll leave it like this for the minute, alright? So now that we've got that, that's what we've done so far. And I think what we'll do now really quickly is go around and we'll just place some stone slabs. And we're just going to place the stone slabs around the actual build like this, just to give it like that little bit of edging, just to tie it off nice and neatly before we actually put the roads and stuff in, and the line markings and whatnot. So we come right to the door, leave that bit, come straight back to the door, follow this right through, like that, put that in there. 2, bring it out with a 9, and we'll be doing this right around the actual build as well, but I'll do that off camera because I've got to put some other stuff in there. But as you see right now, it just ties that off just that little bit more than normal. Okay, now with the cars, all cars are 3 wide, so if this is going to be the entrance right here, and I'm assuming this is going to be like a black road. So I'm just going to go and quickly grab some black wool. Chuck in the black wool here. Leading right up. Maybe I'll change that to double blocks. Just like that. Just to keep it all flowing nicely along the edge. So I might do, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that'll be enough. Leave a 2 space gap and then 1, 2, 3. I think maybe another one over like that. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because if this is going to be all black, you want to leave a space right here, and that's where you're going to have the line marking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We'll do the same again. Come out by 1 right here. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. And that will give a nice space to the driveway. So that will be all white. This will be all black. Or they'll be all covered in black. White line markings. And enough for my 50s hot rod cars, if you wanted to make them, which will probably be there to there. Well, actually, there to there, actually. In case you've got like a front on it. But it fits perfectly. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So what I might do, guys, off camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the glowstone, because I'm going to tie this video up now, because I think we're hitting around about 27 minutes or something. I'm going to put all the glowstone under all these seats, right down to the end and back up here again. Okay, and what I might do as well is, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to put the glowstone under the seats and leave it all till next episode. And I think what we'll do on the next episode, we'll leave that as is for the time being. We'll go and do a lot more work in the kitchen, and we'll get the kitchen all completed and built up. The service desk here all fixed up. And what I'm going to do here as well, actually I might do this really quick, guys, off on camera, is right here I'm going to close this off. I'm going to have 2 blocks, because what I'm going to do, and I've done this a couple of times, and I'm really proud to come out with this design here. We're going to grab a hopper, a flower pot. We're also going to come and grab some signs as well, just like that, and iron block, and we're going to grab a button and a lever. Now this is what we're going to do, right? So we're going to place a block here. We're going to grab the hopper. We're going to paste that directly on top. We'll take out that, pop in a flower pot. with your 2 blocks of iron. I'm just going to place right here. Okay. With a button at the top, lever underneath. Yeah, just like that. And then we're going to run a sign on the side, here and here. And we're going to call it a ZCAF 3000. And I've done that on my, well, you've seen it on my building site on Build Server, and I think you've seen it on my house in Flowville. A percolating coffee machine. So we'll put that in there as well. So that's something to start off with. So it's coming along nicely. We're going to have a like coffee machine. Yeah, well, you get the gist of it, guys. This is part 2. We've still got heaps of episodes to go before this build is fully operational and all lit up and everything like that. But I reckon it is coming along very nicely. So, I'm going to say my Cheerios, guys. I hope you are enjoying this. Please let us know in the comments down below if you're building this along with me, or you just like watching it or something like that. I would love to know. I love all your comments. I like the feedback as well. So it keeps me on track. Keeps me on track. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this Let's Build Part 2, a 50s diner. Much appreciation to you guys. Thank you so much. I am Z, and I will catch you on the next one.